Okay, I'd like to bring the regular meeting of the Fairhaven Conservation Commission to order for November 14th, 2016 at 6:34 p.m. Is anybody recording this evening? Okay, we are going out live through public access as far as I know, and our secretary is recording. Somebody like to make a motion on the minutes?
No minutes this week.
No minutes, okay, so we'll pass over that. First on the agenda for new public hearings would be request for determination applicant Scott Dias, location 209 Sconneck Neck Road, plot 28B, lot 453, purpose to construct a 26 by 32 addition within an AE flood zone. Your name for the record?
Scott Dias.
Karen Dias.
Thank you. Did you provide green cards to Wayne?
What about notifications?
I'll bring them to you tomorrow. I didn't know we needed them today. I've got them all back though, except
Yes.
one.
Can, is it possible to run home and get them and we can just move you?
Yep, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's up
why
in
don't we do
Rochester.
that? That way we have them.
It's gonna take us a little bit. We're out in Rochester.
It's up to you, Wayne.
It's not up to me, it's up to the board.
I didn't know we needed them. I'm sorry.
I have no problem.
We've got them all
Yeah.
back except one. I can
Okay.
bring them first thing in the
I sent out
morning.
8,
We'll
yeah.
table it. You can duck out and do that.
Okay.
Okay. Make a motion to table. Move on.
Make a motion to table the request for determination by Scott Dias to a later time within this meeting.
Okay, second? All those in favor? Okay, unanimous. So if you, when the cards come back, we'll hear it.
Okay, what time does this meeting end?
5 minutes.
No. You got time.
All right, just run right back up.
Okay, next on the new public hearings. Request for determination applicant Susan Ameren, location 13 Hathaway Street, plot 28B, lot 63. Purpose to construct a shell driveway within 100 foot of the buffer zone to the BVW and within a VE flood zone after the fact. Your name for the record.
Susan Marie Amron.
Okay. And have you provided butter notifications?
Oh, all those.
Green
people I just
cards?
sent- Yeah, the little green cards, you want them?
Yes, please.
Yes. And one of them came back, I think he passed away.
No problem. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, so I went by there, I noticed that the driveway had been partially constructed and there were shells in the driveway.
In a pile.
In a pile. I'm assuming they're still in a pile.
They're still in a pile sitting, yeah.
Okay, so, anybody have any questions, comments on this? After speaking with Wayne, I understand that you weren't aware that you had to come before us.
If I would've just done that, would've been a lot easier and faster, and I was like,
I agree.
definitely.
Okay. Are there any abutters here for this hearing? Okay.
I have no problem with this.
Okay. Would you make a motion? I'm thinking a -2 would be appropriate for this.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion for request for determination for Susan Ameren, location 13 Hathaway Street, to construct a shell driveway with a -2 application, please.
That's a good thing, by the way. Would we second on that? Okay, Dan seconded it. Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Okay, unanimous. So you're all set.
Shows up, not do anything.
Speak to Wayne Wednesday?
Wednesday, I'll have your paperwork, and you'll be all set.
So now, would I go to the guy who did the start of the driveway and have it, or do I have to get somebody to
No,
go to him?
just go to the guy who's doing it. You'll be
Oh,
all
okay.
set.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
They're not all this simple, but this one's relatively simple.
That's too easy.
Like I say, Wednesday, the
I
paperwork
guess
will
I'm
be
supposed to go
ready.
home and work on report cards? Is that what that is? Am I being thrown at you?
No, you're all set.
You're
So
all set.
just on Wednesday, you need to speak
No,
to
just-
Wayne.
Just pop in Wednesday, I'll give you your paperwork, and then. you'll be all
Wednesday
set.
afternoon at the school,
Yes.
are you gonna be here all day, like, come after school?
No, but the girl will be able to get it for you.
Don't worry about it. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next under new public hearings, request for determination applicant Randall B. and Renee D. Gomes, location 282 Mill Road, Lot 38, Lot 1, purpose to construct repair of septic within the Nascatucket River Basin.
Good
Your
evening.
name for the record.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For the record, my name is Carmelo Nicholas with Sharon Associates. I have two sets of return certified mail. The first set, we didn't, it was using the Menard format, so it didn't have the date and time of the hearing. The second set actually said the date and time of the hearing. I have two extra plans here. I'll distribute it.
Is there anybody here on this public hearing?
Okay, we're here before the commission representing Mr. and Mrs. Randall Perry for a septic repair. The property is located in the Nascatucket River Basin. There are no wetlands within several hundred feet of the property. There is no flood zone anywhere near the property. The property is just north of
The highway, right?
Yep, just north of 195 on Mill Road. It's a corner lot, Mill Road and Hidden Drive. There's an existing septic tank, 1,500-gallon septic tank that's remaining, and then a new leaching field, a 20 by 30 leaching field. To the north of the property on Hidden Drive, you'll see the contours show a little bit of a swale. We're not going to propose any activity near that swale, and there's a culvert under the neighbor's driveway to the west. There's no drainage on Hidden Drive, so I suspect that the drainage flows along that property line through that culvert and
Let
down.
me cut you off for a second. There was emergency work done on this?
Yes, there was.
Okay.
So essentially, that's the extent of the project. New leaching field, 20 by 30, located in excess of all the required setbacks for wells. We did the perk test in September, and we also got information from the Board of Health relative to abutting lots, because they all had work done. So we confirmed that the groundwater table was consistent with the other lots, because it was relatively dry at the end of the year here.
Okay. Do you have any concerns or questions about this at all, Wayne?
No.
Negative two? Or is it? Yeah. Comments, questions? Any abutters? I'm gonna ask again. I'm thinking no. Make a motion?
Make a motion with a -2 for the request for determination. Applicant Randall B. and Renee D. Bones, 282 Mill Road,
Thank you.
to repair the existing septic system. It's not only to repair it, it's to replace it, correct?
No, just to repair
Just
the leach
repair
field,
it?
yes.
Okay, within the Nascatucket River Basin. Are there any conditions on this?
No.
No conditions, okay.
Okay. Ed seconded it. Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none. All those in favor? Okay, unanimous.
Thank you. Good night. Thanks.
Good night.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
We have to go all the way to Rochester.
Yeah. I don't want to start something that we haven't done before.
Precedents are hard.
Said they had them, they said they could go get them. Go get them. Okay, under rescheduled public hearings, we have request for amendment of order of conditions, SE 23-1170, for installation of a new concrete pad after the fact. Earl's Marina, and I don't see anybody present at this time. Can we make a motion to table this?
Can we discuss it without tabling it?
We can.
Yeah, it's an open hearing, so you can, you've
Yeah.
already opened hearing, so you can.
When I read the reply that was submitted to us from Roy Okarowski from Land and Sea Engineering, I was somewhat insulted. I thought it was arrogant. But it didn't answer any questions, and the question was, he's going by a new GPS survey. I would just feel much better if we had our own environmental person to go and check on the elevation.
Okay. Are there any abutters here for this project this evening? Okay. Any comments, questions? Sure. Okay. I'll make that in the form of a motion.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion that,
Probably tomorrow, yeah.
One moment, just a moment.
that's okay.
Yeah, this is a conservation meeting. You can stay. Okay, continue,
Okay,
please.
I would like to make a motion that our own environmental person be hired at the expense of the owner of Earl's Marina to validate what their engineer is now stating, that indeed it's a levelized concrete slab, and that there has been no work done to indicate that there was a rise of excess inches and/or feet on one end.
I think maybe a simplification of that would be to check the
To
accuracy
validate and to check the accuracy
of the plan
of the
submitted.
plan submitted by Roy Okorowski, PE/CH,
Okay, by the engineer of record.
by the engineer of Land and Sea
Gonna put a
Engineering.
Dollar amount that you want them to deposit down.
2,000, that's sufficient
$2,000
to start?
to start.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Dan has seconded.
And excuse me, I do have
I used
a
to-
question. While we're waiting for the results of that, no work can be done on this, can it?
No, the work's all done.
The work is all done,
The
but
work is
they
already
were
done.
not anticipating doing more work, correct?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. All right, thank you.
So that's your motion. Dan has seconded your motion. Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed, chair sees none, so unanimous.
Do we have to name the engineer, or?
You haven't had anybody even look at it yet, so.
We'll figure that out during the week. Okay. Next, under rescheduled public hearings. Notice of intent, applicant Thomas and Barbara Ferrera, location Island View Road, lot 1, plot 43, lot portion of lot 201. Is that accurate, Wayne?
Extremely.
Okay. Purpose to construct single-family dwelling within a VE flood zone and within 100 foot to the buffer zone to the BVW.
All right, continue both to the 28th.
Okay. We make a motion to
Make a motion to. Go ahead.
don't fight over it, guys.
You got it. No, you got a man.
Okay, Dan's making a motion.
Make a motion
Vote
to,
on this?
what's the date?
To the 28th, November 28th.
All right, up to the 28th.
Do we have a second, Ed?
Second.
Okay, it's been motioned and seconded. Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all's in favor? Opposed? Chair sees none, so unanimous. So if you didn't get that, that public hearing has been continued to November 28th.
Was there anyone here to discuss it, or makes no difference?
Nope. It's continued. Next would be, oh yeah, here we go. Guess it's the same thing, right, Wayne?
What's that? Yeah, I said both of them. It's exactly the same thing.
Well, it's a different lot, so we'll just do it. Next one's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna also be a continuation, but I'll need a motion. Notice of intent, applicant Thomas and Barbara Ferrera, location Island View Road, plot 43, lot portion of lot 201, purpose to construct single-family dwelling within a VE flood zone and within 100 foot to the buffer zone to the BVW.
You want a motion?
Yes.
I'll make a motion, notice of intent, applicant Thomas and Barbara Ferrera, located Island View Road, plot 43, lot portion of lot 201. Purpose construct single-family dwelling within a VE flood zone and within 100 feet of the buffer zone to the BVW.
Continue that to the 28th.
Continue to the 28th.
Okay, do we have a second? Dan has seconded. Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, okay, unanimous. They are different, so I wanted to do them separately. Did you amend these slightly from when we first saw them?
No.
Okay, it looks slightly different, doesn't it?
This is,
Enforcement orders.
No enforcement orders.
Okay. Other business.
You have people from Charity Stevens.
Okay.
You wanna get rid of the bills and the certificates and then take that up?
Yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's do the bills first. Is there any amendments to orders of condition?
No. I have a certificate of compliance and a request for extension.
Okay, certificate of compliance, what's the location?
21 Silver Shell Beach. That's the septic system that was installed.
That was just done. in the
Just
last
done,
month?
yeah.
Okay. That's quick. Oh, it was a sale, that's why
It was a
this is
sale,
happening
yes.
so quick.
Mhm.
Silver Shell Beach Road? Is it Silver Shell Beach Road?
Yes.
Okay, do we have a motion to, issue?
Yeah, a motion to issue a certificate of compliance for 21 Silver Silk Beach Road.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion, we have a second. All those in favor? Okay, unanimous. Any other certificates of compliance?
No.
What was the other one you said, Jack?
Extension permit for 32 Water Street.
What's that one? That's,
That's one of the ones they have down the shipyard.
oh, okay.
They're
You
still
said
waiting.
32 Water Street?
32 Water. They're still waiting on the federal permits.
So how long is the extension for?
3 years. It'll take them out to December 28th of 2019.
12,
28 to 19.
12/28, you said? Okay. Okay. We have a motion to issue the extension.
motion to issue the extension to 32 Water Street.
Till 12/28.
Till 12/28, 2019.
Okay, do we have a second?
I second it.
Okay, any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Opposed, Jesse's none, unanimous. Bills?
One bill, 2 meetings, $65 and $35 for $100 for neighborhood news.
Somebody want to make a motion to pay neighborhood news,
Make a
65 and 35?
I'm sorry. I'll make a motion to pay neighborhood news for 2 separate bills, one of $65 and one of $35. I need a second.
Do we have a second? Okay, we have a second by Ed. Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
All right.
Okay, unanimous. 65 and 35. Is that it for bills?
That's it?
Oh, this one. Any correspondence?
No.
Okay. Looking pretty clean, except for 2 things. We have some neighbors that would like to speak on a project. And we're waiting for folks to get back with green cards. Okay, so, you're here this evening for Charity Stevens Lane? Okay, you might as well come up here. My understanding is you requested to be, wait, am I correct that they had requested to be on the agenda?
Yes.
Okay. If you could state your name and then the reason for asking to be before us.
Deborah Saladino, 36 Charity Stevens Lane, and they
Joseph
don't
Re-
seem, go ahead.
Joseph Rezendes, 36 Cherry Stevens Lane.
Farland doesn't seem to be following the plans that were put into effect, all of these meetings that we attended before.
I've discussed this with Wayne, I've been by the site. My understanding is they didn't have clear access to take care of everything they needed to. When I did go down there this weekend, there is a second drive in place with large stone as to clear the wheels of the trucks that are entering and leaving, more particularly.
Yeah, they just put it in Sunday, Saturday.
Okay.
But the bigger trucks is their first one, and they've got nothing there. When the big trucks come in to unload the big equipment, there's nothing there. There's no stones.
Well, coming in isn't an issue, it's leaving.
He's implying our driveway. Yes, they call the cops on us. The people haven't even moved in and we got issues with the neighbors. We went through all of these meetings, we requested that he move that driveway for the exact reason that there isn't enough room to come out of that driveway. He came over and he asked him if he would move the driveway, his truck. He said no. He didn't have courtesy for us to move that driveway when we asked for it, and that's why. Then he proceeds to call the cops and ask the truck to be moved.
The other reason to move the driveway is the wintertime. The poor people who buy the house, when all it snows there, they won't be able to get in ours.
Okay, I'm slightly not understanding. I mean, can you help me out here?
The other thing was, during the meetings, he said he was gonna put the rain gardens in first, and he hasn't even touched that yet.
Let's go back to the driveway first.
Sure.
There was an approved plan with a location on the driveway, correct?
Yes.
And we were told that the Conservation Committee has no way to tell them where to put the driveway or where not to put the driveway. Farland told the police that the Conservation Committee told him to put that driveway there. That's not what was told to us during all the meetings we attended.
We don't, the commission doesn't have the right to tell anybody where to put it.
Exactly.
You have the right to, if it is involving a wetland situation or something, you have the right to tell them they have to move it. But in these cases where it's just open field, they placed them where they wanted.
I mean, is this this is
Okay.
not the permanent driveway though, is it?
Yes,
It is
Those are the permanent
driveway. Okay, I
driveways.
mean, regardless, there was a location of the driveway on the plan.
They were
And is
supposed
that
to
not the
flip it.
location?
As we go through this, they were supposed to flip the driveway with the rain gardens. Now, you're not Mr. Fitzgerald, but Mr. Fitzgerald
No,
claims
that's
that,
that's the other one, that's the other side.
That's the other
That
side.
he
They were-
does not
that's where
have
they're gonna
legal
flip, yeah.
access.
These are the two
Right.
houses on the end.
can
He
we,
intentionally put the driveway there to aggravate us for all the problems that we caused. And now he's trying to get him to move his truck, which is legally parked in the street. So it's kind of a catch-22.
is
Well,
there
it's
any way we
it is
can
a
bring
permitted-
back?
It is a permitted project, and if you're out in the street, even though you're legally allowed to park there, all you're doing is slowing down the project.
There's plenty of room, they get in and out, they've been doing it.
Trucks
Forever.
go in and out of there every single day. You watch them, they have a car's length between the truck and his truck to get out of that driveway.
Okay, well, this isn't necessarily a conservation issue.
No, it's not. The
No,
main
no,
reason
it
we
isn't.
came here is about the rain guards.
That's where we came from.
Well, the rain gardens will be constructed prior to them pulling up the field in front. At this point, there's no need to do rain gardens until they've torn up the
What's the
field.
minute
According
say,
to-
Simone?
It says here, Ms. Bartow asked what changes Mr. Hisha had seen, and Mr. Hisha noted that it was wetter towards the end near Haskell's, it tends to pull up. Let me see, I'm going through this here now. Mr. Salvatore noted that the smaller rain gardens were fine with her. It only states in this that there is an agreement with flipping the driveway and the rain gardens.
That's Fitzgerald.
I've got it
Okay.
marked. See it marked down the
And
bottom?
down here it says, when these rain gardens would be built, and Mr. Farland said they would go in first.
Well, they haven't been
Yeah.
in first.
Mr. Resendes questioned the height again, and Mr. Farland noted 5 feet to foundation at highest point and will slope down with natural materials.
So So they said they were gonna put the rain gardens in first, before they did anything, and that's, it's gonna, I guess. it's
More
gonna be-
importantly, though, if they're not in the conditions listed that way, then we can't
Does anyone have, do you
require them
have
to
the
do that.
conditions?
But
You have the
Not,
conditions
not,
with you?
not here, no.
My understanding is they're not in the
I
conditions.
don't believe that's one of the conditions.
No, it isn't.
First.
My understanding was the conditions could be added to that list at any time.
We can add, right now, the way I went by there, okay? There's two driveways there, there's large stone to clear the wheels of the trucks when the trucks exit the property. There wasn't an agreement that they would keep the road clear. The road did not look bad on Sunday when I went by there. Okay, the road looked pretty clean, considering the scope of the project that's taken place. The distance from the road to the foundations or the dug-up earth is considerable, and any rain that would occur at this point would be, that any runoff would be filtered either by the field or the stone driveway. So there's no necessity for the rain gardens at this point. If they were to dig up the front area right up to the road, then I think the rain gardens would have to be done
Oh,
first.
definitely.
So,
But with all intents and purposes, this is not growing season.
no,
So-
and I understand that, but I think the rain garden, I mean, we can add, if we choose to, correct?
The
I mean,
commission,
ADD1 is in there?
yeah,
Okay, so if ADD1 is in there, and I usually ask for that, that allows us to add conditions after the fact. If there's not a condition specifying rain gardens, we can, as a board, choose to, if we wish, make sure that the rain gardens are done prior to the removal of the fields or the reworking of them,
the
landscaping.
landscaping of the field, the front of the property.
Yeah,
May I?
yes.
The ADD1 condition states that the commission reserves the right to impose additional conditions on any or all portions of this project that could impact an area of statutory interest under the Act and/or the Fairhaven Wetlands bylaw. So, what Jay is stating is that we can add to the conditions, that the rain gardens be put in prior to,
Prior to the landscaping done to the front of the properties.
Isn't this supposed to be an EPA sign there too, somewhere?
It would be a DEP sign,
No.
but not in this case,
Not in
because this is
case.
Nascatuck
It's only
River
River
Basin.
Basin, yeah.
Yeah, this is the town as opposed to the state. But normally on some of the projects, you do see a DEP sign.
so the rain gardens will be put in prior to,
We have to reopen the hearing to add that condition?
No,
We
you
could do
have,
that.
you've
We
given
could,
yourself the right to do that.
we can do that now.
Yes, if that's the commission's wish.
I mean, I don't have an issue with that. I think that's a logical condition.
okay, so the rain gardens will be put in prior to,
Rain gardens will be installed prior to any final landscaping of the front of the lots,
Or clearing of the fields.
clearing of the front,
Yeah.
okay.
If they want to argue about that, we'll fine tune it.
Simone?
We just have current concerns, because Mr. Farland stated that was the first thing that was gonna go in. He didn't follow that. How much more is he gonna bend the rules here?
You did get the driveways in.
You came on Sunday, he just put the second
I
driveway in late
understand,
Saturday
I understand.
afternoon.
I know the driveway wasn't there, and I know the driveway is
And
now
that-
there for this
That
meeting.
third one that he uses.
The
did you-
dirt one.
The dirt one, did you see that one? He doesn't have any stone there.
Take a picture of trucks exiting that.
I gave him one. You wanna see it?
Do you have one?
See that?
Somewhere.
Can you provide it again, please, to Wayne? And Wayne, could you forward that to us?
Just email it to me and then I can forward it right to him. What
I
third
feel like
driveway,
this is
what
getting
third
to be a
driveway?
job. I have a job.
Third driveway.
Prior to there's a one right as soon as you get to the property. So to the southern portion of the frontage.
Okay, that's the one I told them they had to get stone on.
Yeah, hold on.
Well, that's not the
That's
one
a
he put
new
the stone,
one.
this is the one he put the stone on.
Okay,
Saturday.
Okay.
But this is the one they use with the big trucks.
Well, the contractor will be in tomorrow, so I will inform him again.
That's it?
Yes, please, thank you. So this is the driveway that Wayne told them to put in
Right.
the
You
rocks.
see those little flags there? That's the
So-
driveway you saw with the new rocks.
So.
They're looking back there. That's
so
the dirt
that's the
driveway.
So Wayne said he will take care of that tomorrow. So it's that one up there.
Drive by, guys.
Do we have to make a motion to add this?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there,
I'll
okay,
give this back to you, okay?
okay, Simone is proposing a motion, that I agree with, to, that we can add, and we can add an additional condition on this project, that they install the rain gardens prior to the, any work done on the front portion, as far as landscaping, clearing the field and stuff. Okay, would somebody like, is that in the form of a motion? Can you read that into the
Sure,
form
I
of a motion?
sure can.
Ask her about the,
Dan has a question first.
Yes,
earlier you spoke about flipping of a driveway.
yes, he stated that he would flip the driveway and the rain gardens, and there would not be an issue in doing that. So if the rain garden was supposed to be here, the driveway was supposed to be here, and the neighbors for some reason felt uncomfortable with that, they would flip it.
That's
So
in-
has that been
That's
done?
in Fitzgerald's where the original house
That's
is.
the original driveway that he
getting
wanted to
that
have,
confused.
move it to the other side.
So that's,
That's
Nothing to do with
with
ours.
this,
Nothing to do with
no.
ours.
So
All
that's,
right.
okay. I always wanna make sure that.
okay, so then the motion is under.
One of the conditions that we put on
Right.
that project.
I will, under the Conservation, Haven Conservation Commission, ADD, additional conditions, we are adding that rain gardens would be put in prior to any final landscaping or clearing of the fields or the front portion of the property.
How about to the commencement of landscaping in the front portion?
Who wants to use to commencement,
Yeah,
to the commencement.
does that make sense, Wayne?
Want me to repeat it?
Nope, I think we got it.
No, we've got it?
Do we have a second?
Second.
Dan seconded it. Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none.
Oh, that's all
All
right,
those in favor?
it's in the minutes now.
Favor? Yes?
Yes,
Okay, unanimous.
I'm not done. That original driveway was supposed to be repaired too, so that we don't have a flood there every time it rains.
Wayne's gonna be talking to the builder.
Again?
Again,
As far as that condition's concerned, I understand what was said, and but I know what's in the conditions. As far as I know, we didn't actually put a time frame. We have added the time frame. It does make sense to put the gardens in before they tear up the fields. But they haven't torn up the fields yet. Now they're gonna have to do the gardens before they tear up the fields.
Yeah, the other thing was that Fitzgerald's driveway.
Floods.
The one that you said was gonna flip. That's the one that floods the whole street and is damaging the street when it rains. And they haven't even touched that yet.
no, they're not doing any work there, they're doing the houses down the end first, then they'll come
It takes a
back.
half an hour just to straighten that road out.
They have their timeframe to do it, we can't dictate them, you will do this, this, and this. You know, they'll go in, they get their conditions, okay, this lot needs this lot needs this lot needs this.
Every time it rains, the roads gets, this.
Been doing that for how many years now?
4.
Yeah, I mean, you know, so,
I think it'll get resolved soon.
yes.
They will
But
eventually.
we'll make sure, when they get to that lot, that, you know,
Okay.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you.
Okay,
for bringing
thank
this
you.
attention.
seriously, thank you, because without people paying attention to what's going on, then we have no visibility, we have no eyes, so thank you.
Yeah, we're just lucky to be the spokesman for the street. That's all.
Oh, that's a good thing, thank you.
It's very frustrating for things to agree upon, and then we seem to be the only one that heard that.
Thank you. Happy
Okay.
Thanksgiving.
Thank you, same to you.
Say we take a 5-minute recess.
Yeah, make a motion, take a 5-minute recess.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded, all those in favor? Aye, that includes
Somebody
Ed.
up, Ed.
It's smiling, so, okay, so 5-minute recess. Hopefully at that time when we return, there will be the table.
People from Rochester?
Yes. I'd like to reconvene the meeting at 7:15 PM. Motion to do so?
Motion to reconvene the meeting,
Okay.
to address the request for determination by Scott Dias.
Second?
Second.
Okay, reconvene. All in favor? Yeah. Aye. Okay. Do we have a motion to remove from the table and open up request for determination, applicant Scott Dias, location 209 Scottish Neck Road, plot 28B, lot 453, purpose to construct a 26 by 32 addition within an AE flood zone. Is that your motion?
Take them all
Yes.
Do we have a second? Second. Okay. All in favor? Aye. Okay, so we're reopened. Once again, your names for the record, please.
Scott Dias.
Karen Dias.
You have turned in the green
Yes.
cards. Thank you very much for going to get them. I didn't want to set a precedent by allowing you to.
Nope,
No,
that's fine.
thank you for,
Stay.
thanks for
We've
letting
done
us-
it to other people, so I appreciate you doing that. So, please tell us simply what you're trying to do.
Just turn a one-bedroom house into a three-bedroom house.
Okay. I drove by, I looked, seems like you have a decent yard there on the side. The only question that came to my mind, and Wayne kind of answered it for me, is why aren't you clearing the whole place out and starting fresh?
Oh, right, I know, right. The thought crossed our mind as well, but I think I can save it, so.
Okay. That's, as far as I'm concerned, I don't have any questions with the project. There's nobody in the audience right now, so there's no abutters to question this. Wayne, do you have any comments on this
You're
project?
dealing strictly with a flood zone. That's what you're
Okay.
dealing with.
Anybody have any questions? Okay, so there's an existing house and they want to just add that addition to it.
They want to turn it into a nice L-shaped ranch.
Correct.
Be beautiful. I have no problem with it.
Just the negative too as well? Okay. Anybody like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion. Request for determination, applicant Scott Dias, location 209 Sconneck Neck Road, plot 28B, lot 453, purpose construct a 26 by 32 addition within an AE flood zone, -2.
Second it?
I heard a noise, Dan, but Simone seconded it. Okay, any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all is in favor? Opposed, chair sees none, so unanimous. You'll have to wait a couple days. Wednesday, you can
Wednesday.
give Wayne a call.
That's fine.
And the paperwork will be available either that day or the next day.
Sounds good.
Good luck with that.
Set. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for waiting for us.
Thank you for going to get them. It's better do it now than wait a few more weeks.
Sorry. Happy Thanksgiving.
Good.
How
One order of
fortunate
business left.
for you.
Yes.
Last week.
Yeah, I know.
Any other business at this
I
time?
don't need them all.
So when is our next
Sometimes.
meeting, the 28th?
28.
28.
Okay. Is there a question on any site visits?
Site visit is going to be Saturday, the 26th of November at 9 a.m. We meet here at the town hall. We travel as a herd.
Okay, so at this time, it sounds like Simone's in charge of this, so gentlemen, pay attention.
Look at the wounded looks.
Okay, so we got that squared away. Motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Dan already did it.
Oh, there you go.
Ed seconded. All those in favor? Okay.
Happy Thanksgiving, gentlemen, and Tracy.
Thank you.